Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is for you. Thank you so much for joining us here at Fruitful Roots Farm. My name is Marla, and today I wanted to kind of show you guys some of the things that we've had going on this week. This has been kind of a big week for us as far as getting a few things that are either going to help us get some projects done, or we actually did get something pretty big knocked off of our list that we weren't really expecting to. We actually met a guy he does like driveways and clearing and stuff. And so the big thing that we got knocked off our list is the entrance to our place. It was just sand. You might have seen it in some other videos, and that was fine at first. When we moved out here, it had rained a few times and we never had an issue. But the drier it got, the easier it got to just kind of get ourselves dug into the sand here and get stuck. And we've had a few visitors get stuck, and we realized that this is something that we probably needed to get taken care of ASAP. And since he was working pretty close to us, he was able to get this done very quickly. So let me show you guys that. So this might not be a big deal to some people, but it's a very big deal to us, just because we do have, we didn't like people getting stuck. We didn't want to get stuck in. And if there ever was a situation where there was an emergency or something, this gives us a little bit of a peace of mind. Obviously, we still have a whole long driveway to get taken care of, and that's something that we will be doing in the future. But for right now, this was the bigger priority, and so we went ahead and got this done. Now this is something I am very excited about. So we were able to get 57 pallets. We got 22 pieces of 10-foot plus sheet metal, all in great condition, with 2 smaller pieces. We got something that might have been a goat milking stand, but is definitely going to be our goat milking stand. And then we have several 2x4s and 4x4s back there, all in pretty good shape. We did make sure that the pallets were not treated with anything toxic for the animals. But the reason that this is a big deal, and we got all this for the cost of renting a trailer. I've been watching the marketplace, I've been watching Craigslist for free pallets, and we got very fortunate that they were willing to get rid of the other things too. The reason that the pallets are a big deal for us is because we have been offered some animals for free. We've seen some really good deals on animals, the kinds that we've already been talking about anyway. But we didn't have the structures in place to go ahead and house them. And we were talking about looking for pallets anyway, so that if the opportunity did come up, we could put something together fairly quickly. But we also need to have a goat barn, because these girls are just a couple months away from giving birth, and we need to build a goat barn. And we've seen several plans online involving pallets and actually sheet metal. And so I think we're going to be able to construct this for almost nothing, and that's very helpful. We want to utilize our resources in the best way possible, and these kind of things allow us to stretch that even further. So we're very grateful for that. Very excited, because we've seen also plans for like pigsties and like duck housing, stuff like that. Just different things that if we ever did want to get these animals in the future, we could build something for them with the supplies that we got right there. But yeah, so that was pretty exciting for us. And so the driveway might not seem like a big deal to some people, but we're thrilled about that entrance getting done. Also, what's going on this week is we have adopted another little kitten. She actually adopted us because somebody dumped 4 kittens that we know of at the end of the road, and 3 of them found their way here. 2 of them were males and causing issues with the other kittens, and so we were able to find somebody else to take them, fortunately. So the one little girl we have, thanks. Billy Bob's upset that I'm talking about cats and not putting him in the shot. He just bit my ankle. So the little kitten that we have, she's kind of hiding right now, but she's black with little white paws, so the kids named her Mittens. We do know that there's a calico, but she stays away from us. She's in the woods, so I'm not even sure she's still there, honestly, but we did see her, so we know that there were at least 4 kittens that got dumped. And I hate that, but I know that it's part of what happens out here. We just can't keep all of the animals, and the kids are already so attached to Billy Bob here. We weren't going to risk him leaving us because he was upset. He's such a sweet kitty cat. But yeah, so that's what's been going on. Florence is also you know, she's still hobbling around, but she's doing a lot better. And then we have started free ranging the chickens. They got themselves stuck in the compost bin yesterday, so that was fun. And then we have started letting the guineas out one at a time. I think tonight we're going to try 2. That's been going decently well, except I do have to corner the guineas to catch them to put them back in their house. And yeah, so that's pretty much what we've got going on right now. Another thing that we have been unfortunately having to deal with is, I think we're fighting a case of mastitis for Twilight. I was brushing her down the other day, and I was brushing her udder, of course, just to get her used to that being touched. And it felt really hard. Fortunately, it wasn't like hot to the touch or anything like that, and she didn't, it didn't seem to be painful for her. And so I was looking online, we found a few things that we're trying, since it doesn't seem to be very far advanced. And I do know now that she will definitely let me milk her out, because I've been trying to help relieve the pressure there. And so we will be able to maybe get started on milk training sooner than I even thought. So we'll see how that goes, but I really just want to make sure that she's taken care of. Twilight's my girl, and I know how dangerous mastitis can be for cows, so we're watching that very closely, but she seems to be doing all right. But yeah, so that's really what we've got going on for this week. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and please be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see y'all later. God bless.